Get instant access to your winnings with Cashcard Plus, Paddy's brand new card available to use at ATMs, online or in shops. T&Cs apply. 18 plus. Gambleaware.co.uk.
So, guys, the final day of Leopardstown we will cover in the next Racing Postcast. So we'll look at day 3 of the Christmas festival, and again, tricky because we're so far out here. But Paddy, we're expecting Jacques Adam to run in the Lexus Chase. Is that still the plan?
Yeah, that'll be the plan. I mean, there's a lot of entries in it. It looks a lot of strength and depth. He was good on his comeback. You know, I think he probably ran below his rating, but the 2 other horses were fit and had a run. Probably 2.5 might just be on the short side for him. But, you know, to be honest, I think he'll take a lot of beating in the Lexus.
In terms of ability, obviously, you know his big rival Valsalido very well. In terms of talent, is Jacques Adam a better horse, do you think? Pure and simple.
I think so. Now, Valsalido is a better horse when he runs over 3 miles. You know, I think last year we wanted to go in the Gold Cup, because Giggins had a few horses here and there. We had to run him in the Ryanair, and he was staying on. He stayed on to be second behind Road Tour. And obviously he was going very easily when he unseated the last Hennessy for us last year. So he is a bit of an unknown He's a bit of an unknown, but I just think Jacques Adam is probably a horse that doesn't maybe get the credit he deserves. I think he's a hugely talented horse. He didn't have an ideal preparation for the Gold Cup last year after he had the stitches between his front legs when he got the fall in the pillar chase, or the Pepperite chase, actually, sorry. And I think he's the one to beat in the Lexus.
Rob, would you be in agreement?
I'd agree with Patrick, yeah. I thought he battled well in the John Durkin. We're currently 15-8 Valsalido, 2-1 Jacques Adam. It's 5s, bar. Funnily enough, we've only been laying one horse, and he's a horse a lot of people wouldn't fancy, Fine Rightly, who's still a 25-1 chance. I think there's been a lot of uncertainty about what might and might not run. Obviously, the likes of Outlander and 1 or 2 others were in the picture for the King George, but I'd be in the Jacques Adam camp. Don Poli at 10-1. If he returned to his best, he'd be very big price as well.
Don Poli can't win it, can he? Dave?
Last year's winner. He made extremely hard work of it, didn't he?
Yeah.
This is my will not be beaten of the Christmas meeting.
Go on.
I'll just get in there first. From the day he won his maiden hurdle at Cork, I've been a huge Valsalido fan.
Right.
But I just can't have him beating a Jacques Adam at all. I just don't think it will happen. I think that downwell form, he got a 171 figure for that. That's his peak. But Silvianico Conti, we know, has not advertised that form since. He sort of had to win it. And, of course, if you go back to the Durkin last year, Jacques Adam beat sort of Valsalido scentless. This is around about the 9-4 mark. The market has got this wrong, people out there. This is the banker of the Christmas period.
That's good to hear, isn't it, Paddy?
Yeah, he can be my will not be beaten bet as well. I think I'll row in with you. 2
will not be beaten. My word, such confidence. Anything else at Leopardstown on the 20th? Actually, Paddy, while you're here, we won't have you the next postcast. On the 29th as well, those last 2 days of Leopardstown, what's the stable, aside from Jacques Adam, particularly looking forward to?
Well, from a personal point of view, I think that Carter McKay, he's a Martleen point-to-point winner, and he's showing me all the right stuff here. He's the one I'm looking forward to most.
That's the Pearl Bloodstock one, isn't it? That's the Pearl Bloodstock owned.
Yes.
Interesting, isn't it?
So I think he loved the ground, and he's done everything right here. So he's the one I'm looking forward to over Christmas.
So winning for Sheikh Fahad over Christmas.
That's it.
Possibly. And I haven't been told that he's going to ride him. I hope he doesn't ride him anyway.
I think you might hold on to that one. You won't be going to Limerick that day, will you?
I hope not.
No. And Dave, Rob, anything else over Leopardstown that we're looking forward to on that third day, the 28th?
Yeah. We've got that 3 mile hurdle, staying hurdle. the betting we've put in Vroom Vroom Magna was favoured, obviously, the fact that she doesn't go to Kempton. But it looks as though it's going to be a really good race. Jetski's due to return. We've got Shane's Hill, Snow Falcon, and we've got this new import of Nikki Henderson's, the mare Kotkakova. She's supposed to be the real deal. And I think Nikki's mentioned she might be coming over for that. So that could be the race of Leopardstown's Christmas meeting.
She skipped the long walk, didn't she?
Yeah.
I think for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. I'm fascinated if she turns up there. This is always a little bit underrated, I think, as a World Hurdle Trial. This race, it always throws up a decent one, and whatever wins it will be good. If Apple's Jade actually comes up, and see. Is she still in that, or she's been? Yes, she's still in there.
They said she won't run. They said she won't run.
Well, we've heard that before. But I mean, it looks like a really sort of deep race, and I'd like to see that French mare come out on top. I think.
Paddy, just on this subject, can I just gently and sweetly just put you on the spot for 1 second? And obviously, we won't hold you to your answer. But when we get to the third day of the festival, the Cheltenham Festival, which horse would you expect to be leading the Stables Challenge of that race? Bear in mind, Faheen heads the market for it. You've obviously got horses like Nichols Canyon, Shane's Hill, Vroom Vroom Mag. 2.5 months out, who do you think will be leading the Stables Challenge in that race?
For the Stayers Hurdle?
Yeah.
No idea, lads. Absolutely no idea.
Who would you like to be leading the Stables Challenge for the Stayers Hurdle?
It's got to be Faheen, surely, isn't it?
He's a champion hurdle winner as well.
Will he run against Daddy Power if they're both with that mare's allowance?
Look at what Colin's doing, Paddy. It's the way forward. Run them against each other.
The Gigginstown way.
We'll see. Lads, I couldn't tell you.
You
Well,
take
sidestepped.
diplomacy to new levels, sir. Most impressive. Okay, I think we're pretty much inside the final 100 yards of this one now. Rob, you guys have been very generous at Paddy Power in terms of charity bets. Just explain what you're offering us here today.
Yeah, we just thought, obviously, with Christmas and so much racing and coming up to Cheltenham, everybody seems to want to know everybody's charity bets. So we've put up £100 as a charity bet. You can split it up if you want, and all proceeds will go to the Freddie Tilicki Fund. Hopefully now we get a few quid, but the Freddie Tilicki Fund or whatever fund it's now called.
Okay, guys, so we've got charity bet, and also you can give a best bet as well if that's going to be shorter odds. Up to you. I'll get mine out of the way first because no one will be really interested in mine. My best bet would be the new one in the Christmas Hurdle.
You were keen on that earlier.
I like the new one, yeah. But
you shot me down a bit on that one.
No, I would never do that. Not a man of your great talent, sir. And in terms of charity bet, I'll go with Native River at a decent price.
Fair play.
Or a more decent price. Paddy, charity bet. What's going to go into the charity coffers?
I think Jack and Emma 2-1 is a great price.
Oh, okay, good man. And Rob.
Right, well, the best bet of Christmas is in the bumper on the 26th at Leopardstown. Obviously, Willie doesn't have a runner, but Gordon Elliott has a horse called Midnight Escape. He really caught the eye in a maiden hurdle at Navan. And Gordon's got a habit of bringing horses back from hurdles to win a bumper. It's always a good bumper, but I think the fact he runs there, he was due to run in, or he was entered up in Down Royal, which would have been a penalty kick. But the fact that they go to Leopardstown, I think they'll win that bumper with Midnight Escape. And there's a really good Hunter's Chase up north, also on the 26th. Patrick, I'm sure, is familiar with the horse that I'm going to tip up. But Valmy Bay, he won his point-to-point in Kirkystown lately, and what he did to come from a distance behind to win was extraordinary. So he's the charity bet.
Excellent. And Dave, you've probably got something in the cellar at Market Raisin, have you?
Well, Jack, funnily enough, it is going towards Market
Is
Raisin.
it Lincolnshire National?
There you go. No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
It's in the Garth West Chase, which is a novice handicap. The 145 at Market Raisin, a horse called Vinnie Red. They've been waiting to get this one over fences. He'll win.
Excellent. Gentlemen, you have been marvellous. Paddy, Rob, Dave, thank you to all of you. Have a marvellous Christmas. I hope Santa brings you whatever you're hoping for. To our producer, Sam. Thank you to Sam. Thank you to all the listeners who've joined us in the build-up to Christmas. We're back on Wednesday, the 28th of December, looking ahead to the remaining Christmas races. And in the meantime, may your Christmas day be extremely happy and enjoyable. Bye-bye.
The Racing Postcast in association with Paddy Power. They pay more extra places than any other bookie.